Let's tell the truth. Most guys have been taught that they always have to take the first step, make the move, break the ice, risk the rejection. But what if you heard that there's a psychological switch, a small but strong statement that can flip the script and make her chase you? Sounds impossible. It's not true. And today on The Manipulated Mind, I'm going to show how you can unlock that secret, how you can use a little known truth about female psychology to make 99.9% of women make the first move towards you. Hey, you, my name is Stephanie, and from right now, I'm your own wing girl. Not just another coach, but your secret decoder of the female mind. My role is to hand you the no BS, straight talk truth about what women truly want versus what they claim they want. And believe me, there's always a difference between the two. Why most men get stuck in the friend zone, release new content each week that's based on science, psychologically driven, and sharp for your feelings. So please hit that subscribe button if you need to, because what I'm going to say could change how women view you forever. So let's have a true chat for a second. Why is it always on the man to make the first move? It's 2025. We fought for equality. The planet is more advanced than ever, but in dating, most women still want the man to initiate. The stress is on you. And let's face it, it's not fair. You're supposed to read minds, risk embarrassment, and carry the whole weight of rejection while she stays waiting for a dream script to play out. And I understand it's draining. But what if you learned there's a method to reverse the roles without saying the biggest lie? Women tell themselves about attraction. Single, direct, flirtatious word? You've known about me too. But I'm bringing something different here. Let's name it the US 2 movement, because you should have some of the power back in this dating game. Women should also feel some of the anxiety too. They should experience the butterflies, the tension, the fear of rejection sometimes. And listen, deep down, many women wish to, but they are not sure how. They've been taught not to. In this video, I'm going to explain why women almost never make the first move, how to quietly signal that it's safe for her to come near you, the specific phrase you can use to flip her switch from waiting to pursue her, and how to build an energy around you that makes her feel like she must act on her desire. Keep watching, because if you're sick of chasing and want to be chased, you're going to learn the psychological playbook that makes it work. Make sure you watch until the very end of this video so you don't miss the powerful secrets. I will share the real story about alpha women and hidden female psychology. Let me tell you something personal. A lot of people call me as an alpha woman, and to be frank, I never really saw myself that way. I've always just pursued what I wanted with passion, with clarity, with confidence. But here's the catch. The moment I used that same forward nature to dating, I ran the secret psychology trigger women can't resist into a problem. I would flirt first, ask a guy out, even make the first move physically. And what happened? Most men pulled away, not because they weren't interested, but because they didn't know how to deal with a woman stepping into what they saw as their role. And that's the puzzle, right? A lot of women, particularly strong, independent ones, want to make a move, but inside they're afraid. Not afraid of the man, afraid of being viewed the wrong way. We've been told from a young age, a lady waits. Let the man chase. If you go first, you'll seem desperate. So even when a woman has feelings for you, even when she's constantly thinking about you, checking her phone, asking herself why you haven't texted, she won't say anything. Why? Because she's been raised to believe that making the first move isn't feminine, that it could lead to rejection, what others think, and worst of all, vulnerability. And women really dislike feeling vulnerable first. See? So, how do you make a woman, particularly one you know is into you, feel safe enough to make the first move? You don't force. You give her permission. And no, this isn't about the exact 7-word phrase, say this and she'll lean in, control or manipulation. It's about quiet psychological leadership. You see, the female brain is built to seek social approval and emotional safety before taking a bold step. So if you can show safety emotionally and socially, you unlock her natural urge to move towards you. And here's the key. The more you make her feel like you won't judge her for being bold, the more she desires to be bold with you. I had this person who came to me through email coaching. He was in a difficult situation. There was a woman at work he liked. He was 99% sure she liked him back. The looks, the long conversations, the shy smiles, they were all there. But he was scared. Scared to make a move and risk not just her rejection, but HR, his job, his career. So he asked, how do I get her to make the first move without losing everything? So here's what I told my student. The next time you're in an easy, relaxed conversation with her, maybe it's over coffee or while finishing a work meeting, you gently turn the conversation to something about dating. Nothing heavy, keep it fun. For example, bring up how dating apps like Tinder feel like a hard job. Or say something like, it's crazy how many people I know are waiting around for the other person to make the first move. It's like a stalemate of romance. Real life example number 1, bar approach that worked instantly. And then here's the best part. Drop this line. Honestly, I think it's super attractive when a woman just does it, like asking a guy out first or making the first move. I wish more women did that. It's bold and I admire it. Pause. Let her brain think on that. You're doing several powerful things in that moment. 1, you're giving her permission. 2, you're letting her know it's safe. 3, you're sowing the seed. You're telling her, if you want to ask me out, you can. I won't judge you. In fact, I'll respect you for it. But here's the point, and this is crucial. She might resist. She might say something like, nah, I think the guy should always ask first. But don't take that as the final answer. That's not rejection. That's checking your confidence. So here's what you do. Lock eyes. Give her a confident little smile and say, so, if I wanted to ask you out, would I have to go first? Say it slowly, playful, teasing. Watch her face become bright. If she blushes, smiles, laughs, or bites her lip, you've solved the puzzle. And here's where you either ask her out directly or let her think on that moment. Don't go anywhere because the most important part is coming up next. Remember to like and share this How to Deliver It with Confidence, tone plus body language video if you're finding it helpful. And she might just shock you later with the boldness you invited. Because when you say things like this, you're not just flirting. You're changing her belief system. You're showing her, with me, you can be bold. With me, you won't be judged. With me, you're safe to take the lead. How to bring back the spark in long-term relationships using permission psychology. Now, you might be thinking, that's great for dating, Stephanie, but what if I'm already in a relationship? What if we've been together for years and I'm the only one doing the chasing, the initiating, the planning, the effort? I understand you. And here's the truth that almost no one says. Attraction doesn't die, it gets neglected. And when it does, it fades quietly, like a flame starved of oxygen. But the same psychological principles that get a woman to make the first move in dating can also bring back attraction in a long-term relationship. Because women, yes, even wives, girlfriends, long-term partners, secretly want permission to be bold, seductive, flirtatious, but over time, she's gotten used to you taking the lead. You've conditioned her without meaning to wait on you for affection, intimacy, and emotional connection. Now, it's time to flip the script, the psychology trick, reverse the roles subtly. So, next time, what happens in her brain? When you say these words, you're cuddling on the couch or after dinner or lying in bed, say something playful like, I was thinking about something funny. I kind of miss being the one getting asked out. I wish women would make the first move more often. Or even, remember that time you surprised me with that kiss out of nowhere? That was amazing. You need to do that again sometime. You're not demanding. You're not complaining. You're planting a seductive seed, giving her permission to step into the initiator role. And guess what? When a woman makes the move herself, it means more because it wasn't expected. It wasn't her being chased, it was her chasing. I once had a client who told me this. Stephanie, I've been married for 9 years. My wife is sweet, but she never initiates sex. I always have to start it, and it makes me feel unwanted. So I coached him to do exactly what I just shared with you. Gently give her verbal permission to take charge. One night, he looked at her and said, "Hey babe, I love it when you're in control. I miss that energy from you." Next weekend, she planned a surprise hotel date, wore lingerie, took complete control in the bedroom. He was in the second bonus phrase, makes her text you first, disbelief. But you know what happened? She thanked him. She said, "I didn't know you actually wanted that from me. I thought you liked doing all the initiating." Women are intuitive, but we're not mind readers. We respond to emotional permission like flowers to rain. Unlock her bold side with emotional safety. Here's the secret ingredient most men miss: emotional safety, sexual boldness. The more a woman feels that she can express desire without being judged, mocked, or rejected, the more she will step into her power and give you the kind of attention most men only dream about. The three-line formula that triggers her to make the first move. You've made it this far. So here's what I promised you. The exact words, the psychological key to unlock her inner desire to make the first move. Whether it's asking you out, starting the kiss, or initiating intimacy, this three-line formula is simple, powerful, and best of all, it works even if she's shy or unsure of herself. Ready? The formula. Say it word for word or tweak it to sound natural to you. Line 1. You know what I find insanely attractive? A woman who takes what she, why nice guys finish last, the brutal truth, wants. Line 2. It's rare, but when it happens, it's unforgettable. Line 3. I'd be lying if I said I didn't like it when a girl surprises me like that. These lines do three very important things. First, they reframe assertiveness as sexy, not masculine or threatening. Second, they trigger her imagination. What would she do if she took what she wanted? And third, they give her permission to act with the assurance that you'll like it. No pressure, no begging, just a confident invitation that plays directly into her subconscious desires. Want her to chase you? Then quit doing this one thing. Now, one last tip before we finish. If you want a woman to start making the move, asking you out, initiating things, you've got to stop being too easy to get. That means stop answering instantly to every message. Stop sending two texts. Stop giving too much and chasing too hard. Women don't chase what's already in their hands. They chase what creates curiosity, confidence, and final challenge. Use it tonight and see the magic challenge. Take control without losing masculine polarity. Here's what's amazing. When you use this formula, you're not actually giving up control. You're using leadership. You're showing her that you're confident enough to be desired instead of just being the one doing all the desiring. And that is one of the most attractive traits any man can ever have. Want her to chase you even more. If you got value from this video and you're ready to learn more, I've created a free 45-minute masterclass that explains the three psychological triggers that make a woman feel outro. Plus, like and subscribe for more game-changing advice emotionally connected to you. You'll learn how to build attraction using emotional anchoring, the intimacy flip that makes her open up and initiate closeness, and the one sentence that makes her feel like she's picked you. I guarantee you, once you learn this, she will start texting first. She will start flirting first. She will start behaving in ways you only see in the movies. Remember, giving a woman permission doesn't make you less strong. It makes you smart, and it makes room for her to bring energy, effort, and excitement into the relationship, too. You deserve a woman who picks you without being pushed. And she deserves a man who gets the psychology behind why we do what we do. You're no longer just responding. You're creating attraction on purpose.